What's going on, everybody out there in YouTube world, YouTube land? I am Real Estate J, and
it's gonna be a cold summer.
Welcome to the Cold Summer Podcast. Now, normally when I do my intro, I'm a lot more energetic. Today, I'm not. You see this right here? We about to talk about it. We about to talk about the black culture, black people. We about to talk about this guy. This is a rapper. His name is Lil RT. You look it up. I'm not about to play his video because he sounds crazy, but I'm going to read a couple of his lyrics so y'all can understand how this boy is talking, because it doesn't make any sense. We got to talk about it. We have to talk about this in its entirety. All right. So his lyrics say, I'll let y'all get to it, right? I'm going to go ahead and put it on the big screen so y'all can just read it. He says in the beginning, if she ain't sucking, Lil B, you can't get the F up out my S. 100 round, hit him with the Glock, take a effer down. Oh God. What? 100 round B, we hitting that kill, we can go take him down. What? 12, get behind me, we going 60 effing miles. Yeah. What? 60 miles is not far, you little kid who knows absolutely nothing. But this is Lil RT. Think the boy's somewhere the age of 8 or 9 years old. You can look at him and see that this is a little kid talking like that. So imagine your little kid, your child, talking this way. Okay, so now that we here, what? I'm going to give you my unfiltered thoughts of what I think about not just Lil RT, but in general of the culture that is supporting this garbage. The black culture is bottom of the barrel trash. When you support someone like this, and we laughing at someone like this, and this is getting millions of views, this is when it becomes a problem. Because it's funny when one kid does it, and then when you have a bunch of other kids follow behind him because the parents think this is their meal ticket, now we develop an entire culture of garbage. See, we're laughing at Lil RT now, but what we're not getting is there's about to be a line of other kids that are just like this. And you know what's sad? I see a lot of kids his age or a little bit older that talk like this. Little bitty black kids talking like this. Cussing, saying stuff because of the environment they're around. This is unacceptable. In the video, there's grown people in this video. If I can just skim to one part right here. Look, grown people in the video with this little boy. Y'all validating his behavior. He doesn't know what he is doing. And you guys are preying on this little kid because this is getting millions of views. Look at this. Money flying. He's a little kid. He's got money in his hand. He's mimicking everything in his environment. Why is this acceptable in the black culture? Why don't you see Asian kids doing this? Middle Eastern kids doing this, right? Why don't you see other people doing it? But then we want to be the first ones to always say something is unfair. But look at it. Look at what we're doing. Look at what we support. Look at what we champion.
Sensational.
We champion this. We think it's funny. We think it's cute. Meanwhile, other cultures' kids would never allow something like this to happen. I don't care about the culture they in. I don't care about that hood mentality. That hood mentality ain't getting you nowhere. Leave that junk in the hood. Get yourself together and come out here and live out here in this world. Because people are out here living. They come from all walks of life. They leaving that garbage mentality behind and moving forward. Because as you get older, don't nobody care about where you from for real. You got to make stuff happen. But instead, we want to embrace this victim mentality, this hood mentality, because we think it's acceptable. The corporate world don't care about that. Don't talk to me about Jay-Z because you ain't Jay-Z and just one of Jay-Z's. Don't tell me nothing about no Jay-Z. You know what I want to hear about? I want to hear about you getting yourself together. Yeah, you came from this, but this is where you are now. See, This particular situation is where he ends up in jail or dead. And then we all just going to say what? Well, he was heading down that path anyway. You know, he was singing and rapping crazy stuff since he was 8. And then we move on to the next thing. It's unacceptable. Look at this. Grown man in the video. Man, get out of here, bro. I ain't want to listen to your garbage. You got a grown man in the video rapping with a little bitty boy. I'm upset, man, because little do y'all know, man. What? These little kids are talking like this, and black kids are talking like this. All right? Last week, I had to go somewhere for my 9 to 5, and I was leaving somewhere, and I'm gonna tell y'all a story. And I was driving home, and it was an intersection full of a bunch of kids, black kids, right? And I swear there was probably about 8 to 9 of them. And it was 1 o'clock, and the first thing I said was, why aren't they not in school? And they were at an intersection, and one dude had a water, and when everybody stopped, he jumped out with his water trying to sell his $1 water bottle. I left a gap between the first car and myself. And so then these boys start walking up to my car. Now, mind you, I am a CPL holder. So they walk up to my car, and this one dude with crusty lips, was like, hey, man, why you holding up traffic? Hey, man, you want to buy something for my football team? And I just looked at him. I'm like, and he like, roll down the window, man. Why don't you move up? You know what he said to me when I didn't say nothing to him? He said, why the F are you holding up traffic? Get the F up out of here. This boy was probably 13, 14 years old, talking like that to a grown man. And the reason why I left a gap between the cars is because I seen these kids moving too funny. And if I need to beeline up out of there, I wanted to get up out of there, even though I'm a holder. Because I don't trust these little kids, man. These little kids is crazy nowadays. Look at this. When y'all condone mess like this, I'm going to do that every single time. Kids, these black kids out here are reckless. No fathers in the home. The mom is trying to raise them. They running around the neighborhood, and ain't nobody really looking after these kids. And they look at the rappers, and they see that's what they're supposed to do, and they mimic this mentality. Same thing with the black women. They look at the Suki Hanas and the Cardi B's, and that's what they mimicking, and now they wondering why men don't want to be with them.
Sensational.
Marry them, and they just having kids with them. Watching this video made me so upset because I said, we still got the nerve to complain about everything else, but we can't stop this, right? We're the same culture that believes in the no snitch policy. We'll let people go around killing people, and we won't tell the cops. So we'll let them terrorize the rest of the city. I'm tired of this, man. Listen, I'm not your ultra blackety black guy. I keeps it real. This right here is garbage. It's trash. Just like, even like Lil Bow Wow. Lil Bow Wow, he was a young little kid rapping. Snoop Dogg was writing for him, and we was cheering him on. Yeah, Snoop, yeah, Bow Weezy. Little do we know, little other kids were coming up just like that. What? We head into the wrong direction, y'all. The black culture is heading into the wrong direction. I mean that. I sincerely mean the black culture is heading in the wrong direction. We celebrate things that are not good for us. We're trying to keep up with the latest and greatest. But one thing we are not doing is looking at the other cultures. Let me tell y'all something. I like to study cultures because I'm fascinated by how they are and how they stick together, right? Here in Michigan, there's a big Chaldean community, a big Arabic community. I see how they move. The Jewish community, right? If you're not familiar with what I'm about to say, Oak Park, Michigan, you see a lot of the Jewish people stick together, right? They still love tradition, right? There's a certain way people move when they have culture, when they have spirituality in them. We are lost people. What? We are all over the place. We are little ants and we're just moving in all different directions. We don't know how to move together. I've watched cultures do business together where they don't even have to like each other, but they know how to move. Us black people don't know how to move together. I don't get it. We champion stuff like this, thinking that this is what we need. We need no more rap music. What? None. We don't need no more rap music. Y'all start going to listen to country or something. Listen to something else so that we can have a different result. Where we are heading is straight destruction for the black community. And this is why you find other men out here marrying outside their race and dating and having kids with other people. Because this culture is trash. Bottom of the barrel trash. What? When you see Lil RT, and I encourage y'all to go listen to Lil RT and understand why I am this upset at listening and making a review on this. Listen to it. Listen to him. And imagine your daughter or your son talking like this. And they okay with it. They think this is fine. They think this is okay. When we go change? When it comes to the black culture, the only way we change is one family at a time. I have been saying this for the last few years. It's no more trying to do this as a community because we are way too big of a culture to do this. We are way too diverse as far as black folks to do this. We have to do this with our own family, one family at a time. So the Jones family is going to have their own culture and how they do things and how they move. The Smith family is going to have their own culture and how they move. It's not going to be a community thing. We need to do this for the culture, the community. I don't want to hear that mess. I don't want to be associated to this culture where y'all letting little kids sit up here and rap and cuss and talk about doing stuff to women. He don't know nothing about that. I don't want to be associated with this garbage. Man, get up out of here. I'm not about to let my daughter listen to this. Y'all crazy as hell. I don't know what you thinking, but this ain't about to go down around here. Jones family got a whole new thing. We listening to country music around here. Right? My little Zozo, listen to country music, babe. Yeah, go ahead. You don't need to know how to dance. You off rhythm. I'm okay with that. As long as you ain't out here twerking and working. I don't care about none of that. Disassociate me from all of that garbage. I'm going to end this video off because I think I've said enough. And if y'all got a problem with what I said, drop it in the comments below. But this black culture has gotten horrible. It ain't teaching us nothing. You tell me what it's teaching us. You know what? When I was younger and I was growing up, I looked after two young brothers that had families. Their name was Raymond and Scott. They were twin brothers. They were entrepreneurs, had businesses in Detroit. They had family. They were God-fearing men. They wore suits when they went places. They talked with elegance. They were proper speakers. Those were my role models and who my parents were around. Not the drug dealer because he got the car and he's done. He's out for the summer and it's a new drug dealer. No, find new role models, real role models, people that are actually upstanding people and they're out here doing stuff illegal. Let me get out of here. At the end of the day, this is chess, not checkers. And I'm going to see y'all at work.
It's gonna be a cold summer.